Hi, guys, and thank you for hopping on tonight. Amber and I are super excited to share this opportunity with you all. Tonight is Sunday, April 24th, and we're here to just share some ins and outs of what Beachbody coaching is, give you a little insight of what our stories are and how we came to this point, some of our insecurities, and just hope that you really benefit from this. We are very excited that you took the time out. We really appreciate it to be on here. I know you guys are busy, you have kids, you have jobs, and it just means the world to us that you guys are taking the time to be on here. Also, it's great that you're doing your research to see if this is right for you. It is a huge decision, and we just want to make sure you have all the information before you get started, so you just know and can make an informed decision about this. So again, we thank you all for getting on tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and share my story, and then I'll hand it over to Amber. So my name is Lindsay Hay. I am a wife of 7 years to Jamie. I have 2 kids. Evan is 5, Emlyn is 3, and I have another baby boy cooking right now who's due in August. And I have been, an ICU nurse for 9 years. I just work PRN now. And I'm going to take you back about 3 years exactly to when my son was 2 and Emlyn was 5 months old. And I was at a point where I knew it was time to lose the baby weight. I was uncomfortable in my skin. I was tired all the time, but I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. I had looked into Weight Watchers and a couple of different things. I knew I needed a set plan in place. And while I was uncomfortable in my own skin, I was very comfortable in my life, if that makes sense at all. And I'll kind of explain. I was comfortable in my own bubble. I knew that Christ calls us to step out of our comfort zone, and I was not doing that by any means whatsoever. I would take care of my family, which was a number one priority to me. But after I'd get my kids to bed, my husband and I would spend time together, and then I would go hop on the couch and watch who knows how many TV shows. And I wasn't really doing anything purposeful, and I just felt like there was something more out there. So at that time, I'd actually looked into volunteering at the Pregnancy Crisis Center or doing something at my church, but nothing was really sticking out to me. So one night I was on my couch scrolling through social media, probably, like we all do, stalking people, and a friend of mine had posted something about an accountability group. I had no idea what it was, but it was about health and fitness, getting back on track. And I was like, I'm in. I don't know what this is, but I'm in. So I messaged her, asked her for the details, and I decided to jump all in. So I started with a workout program that I did from home, which was perfect because taking my kids to the gym and finding time to do that just was not flowing with my lifestyle. I wasn't doing it, for one. Even though I had a gym membership, I wasn't even using it. So started with an in-home workout program and Shakeology, which is just an all-natural meal replacement shake. So I did that, and within the first few weeks, I had great results. I was feeling incredible. It's one of those things where you don't even know how bad you're feeling until you start feeling good, if that makes sense. I didn't know how tired I was. I didn't know how much I was lacking energy until I actually started feeling good and fueling my body with the right foods. So I loved everything about this accountability group. So I actually asked my coach, I said, when is your next group? I have people that are interested. How can I get them plugged in? And at that time, she asked me right then and there, have you ever considered doing this yourself? And I was like, I honestly hadn't considered it, but the moment she asked me, I was like, oh my gosh, like this could be my thing. This could be it. So I talked it over with my husband and had no idea what I was doing. I was very fearful. I actually was the most concerned about what people would think about me and annoying people on social media and thinking, that people were going to think that I was just doing a pyramid scheme, or I had all these fears, but something in me just felt like this was what I needed to do. So talked it over with my husband, and I jumped right in. So when I did that, I did my first challenge group, and I had my mom and a friend, and I think my mom's friend. So it was just me and a couple girls, and I just kind of slowly started dabbling in this business. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit to fall, 2013. So it was like 6 months in, I was just dabbling in the business, not really learning what the opportunity had to offer. And my husband got accepted into anesthesia school. So with that, you're not allowed to work. So he was going to be unemployed for 2 years. And I knew that I was going to have to go back to work full time to support our family. And I did not want to do that. I felt like I've always been called to be a stay-at-home mom, and I didn't want to have to put my kids in daycare. That was going to be an extra expense. So I knew at that moment, like, I either needed to really figure this thing out, or I just needed to accept that. And I wasn't going to accept it. So I decided to really learn this business, to really dig into doing the daily things, reaching out to people and connecting with people and helping other women with goals that I was going after as well. And by doing that consistently, I was able to stay part-time in my nursing career when my husband went back to school. So with all that, it has blessed our life more than I can even tell you. And my husband, since he's still in school, actually, he's finishing in May, but I've gone PRN in my job. I work one day every 2 weeks because of this opportunity. So I do want to let you guys know, though, this is not easy. It's not a get rich quick thing, okay? Because it's truly about building relationships. And to build relationships, you have to have trust with people. And you can't just make a sale. Like, this is not about sales at all. So this is not easy, but it's super simple. As coaches, we take you under our wing and teach you the daily tasks that you need to do to make this a successful business. We have trainings in place, all of that, which we'll give you many more details on that as we get going with the PowerPoint. So let me see if there's anything else that's going to let you guys know. Oh, the other thing that I was going to tell you, what besides it benefiting me, my health, financially, I have gained some of the most, the most incredible friendships through this. Amber is actually one of my top coaches. We met on social media, and she is my sister from another mister. Like, we are one of a kind, and there are many more relationships like this just because of this opportunity. I have a whole new family of women who support me, not just in my health and fitness, but in my spiritual walk and in my journey as a wife and a mom. And that's just a huge part of this, that, you know, you become a part of a team and a family. And that's something that you just, sometimes you can't get as a stay-at-home mom. Sometimes you feel lost and you feel lonely, and joining a community like this is just incredible. So that's just a little bit of my story. I'm going to hand it over to Amber and let her speak to you before we give you a presentation on a few more details. So Amber, I'm going to hand it over.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Like Lindsay said, we're very excited to do this. But just a little bit about me. Like I said, my name is Amber. I have been married to my husband, Alex, for almost 3 years. We live on a farm in southern Ohio, and when we got married in 2013, I was working night shift at a hospital that was an hour and a half away. I moved to the farm, which happens to be about 45 minutes from my family, which is very close-knit, tight-knit, like Sunday lunch after church every week. We're always in each other's business, like always texting each other, like we're just very, very close. So when I moved after we got married, I just was really struggling. I felt very lonely. I struggled a little bit with depression. Night shift messes with you anyway. Being away from your family messes with you. It was just kind of all one big thing that kind of compounded onto each other. And I was happy in my marriage, but I was just unhappy within myself. I had always been active with sports. My mom was an aerobic instructor when I was a kid, and like ran marathons, and we would run and stuff, but I wasn't consistent. I was lazy, basically. I knew exactly what I needed to do. I knew I needed to eat clean, and I knew I needed to exercise, but I wasn't doing it. I was just kind of wallowing in my self-pity and my frustration with myself and my body. So in May of 2014, my younger sister had her senior prom, and I remember taking pictures with her and making my family delete just about every single one because I hated how I looked. And I was never overweight. I just wasn't healthy, and I didn't feel good about myself. And that was when I knew, when I couldn't even post a picture of me and my sisters, I knew that was, that was it. I needed to change. That was my line in the sand. That winter prior, I had bought Turbo Fire off of the internet just randomly. And that was a workout program that I was going to do at home, but I just never did. So at that point, I decided, okay, I'll start Turbo Fire and I will, get back into clean eating. So I, Googled some stuff and I came across a website of a Christian lady who had clean eating recipes and tips. It's dashingdish.com. But I was like, if she's out there, there's got to be other women out there that share my same faith and this desire to be healthier. So I started looking through her followers and the people that she follows on Instagram, and I came across a tag that said Faith Food Fitness. I said, well, that's it. That's perfect. So I followed that account, and I didn't really check out the page too much, but that next day, as I'm scrolling through Instagram, there's a post that is basically promoting a challenge group, an accountability group. And I said, that's what I need. And I emailed Lindsay and I joined her challenge group. And that, I think it was in June of 2014. And I was hooked. I wanted to do challenge groups forever. And that is, that's really all I wanted to do. I knew that the accountability had helped me so much because I was just sitting there. I knew what I needed to do. I just couldn't put it all together. And so the accountability group really helped me figure that out. So Lindsay approached me and asked if I had ever considered coaching. And I was like, well, yeah, actually I have. I had some, different desires in my life. I live in an area that's very, I can't say the word, rural, R-U-R-A-L. I cannot say that word. Anyway, that's where we live. It's just farm pretty much everywhere. And we're very, far away from like normal gyms and even like grocery stores and stuff. So it was hard for me to get anywhere gym wise, and I knew it would be for other people. So I had this, idea that maybe I would start a gym at some point. I'm also a nurse. I have been an RN for like 4 years maybe. And so I had thought, different avenues for that. I had considered going back to school to be a nurse educator, a nurse practitioner, different things. None of it just seemed right. And that's because my main priority was my family. I knew I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, or at least be very present in my children's lives. And with nursing, you're working weekends and holidays, and you're gone either 5 days a week, 9 to 5, sometimes with on-call as well, or you're working every other weekend and holidays. And it just wasn't the schedule that I wanted for my family. I just also felt really called to be a mom, and that's really all I wanted to do. So I had, thought these other avenues, and coaching was one that I thought I had considered. And so when Lindsay asked me, I said, well, yeah, I have, but right now I just want to do this accountability group thing for the rest of my life, because that's really what I needed. So I started, I signed up as a coach in July, and I started doing challenge groups right off the bat. And, my first challenge group, I think, my mom, my sisters, my aunt, you kind of rope your family into it. But after that, it just kind of kept growing and building. And it was a few months in, I earned a ticket to our national coaching event, which was in Nashville. But I got it for free because I had helped and so many people when I was first starting out, that they rewarded me with that. And that's kind of when I realized I could do something with this. This might be my ticket to staying at home. My husband's a farmer, so I was the primary provider for insurance and things like that. But I saw this opportunity after, doing the accountability groups, that this could do more for me. So, I coached, and I found out I was pregnant March of last year. And I decided then, my goal was to stay at home. So I continued working my full-time job, and then I talked it over with my husband, and we decided that I was going to stay at home after I had my baby. So in November of last year, 2015, I had a baby boy. He's now almost 6 months old, which is crazy, but I'm staying at home. I do work 1 day a week as a nurse, but I am able to stay at home and be a mom, and that's what I've truly always wanted to do. Being a mom has truly given me purpose, and coaching has allowed me to, keep fulfilling my passion of helping people, but also keep my family my main priority. And so, coaching has done a lot, obviously, for both of us with our family lives and financially. But for me, I've almost lost all my baby. I gained like 55 pounds. I wasn't somebody who just like gained 20 pounds or whatever. Like I packed it on. I'm 5'2", so it was kind of a lot, but whatever. I've almost lost it all now, and I truly don't feel like I would have done that had it not been for coaching and the accountability groups. I've met incredible people. Like Lindsay described our relationship. We're thousands of miles apart, but we just have that connection, and I would have never found her if it hadn't have been for Beachbody and this opportunity. And I have a team of amazing ladies who they're hard workers, and they're funny, and they're introverted like I am. They would rather, sit on the couch in their PJs and cancel plans than, go out anywhere. And you just find your people when you're doing this. And, even if you are stay at home, and maybe, you don't want to stay at home, and that's fine. You may have $200,000 in debt that you need to get rid of. This opportunity is for everyone, and it's given me unlimited growth potential. With our finances, we're actually going to start building a house this year, which I never really thought, we would be able to do. But yeah, so it's been an amazing opportunity with amazing health benefits and friendships and relationships, and just overall it has blessed my life so much. And I truly feel like I'm able to keep my priorities in line, which is God, family, and then everything else. And coaching just fits in perfectly for that. So now I think we're going to go through a little PowerPoint just to kind of give you guys a better idea of what it is that we do.
Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. And first of all, thank you, Amber, for sharing. You did a great job. Guys, it's kind of scary to be on here live, and I just appreciate those of you who are on, who are listening to us. And Amber, you did a great job. So rock on, sister. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Give me just a second here. And Amber, text me if for some reason you can't see anything. Getting ready to share it here. Okay. I think we're good. I'm up now, so Amber, if you can't see it, send me a text. But okay, so we are going to go over what is Beachbody coaching. So basically, throughout this PowerPoint, you're going to understand who is Beachbody, like who's the company, what do we actually do as coaches, how do you earn money, what happens when you start, how much time is required, what are the required fees, will I have to push products, what is a network, and what if I don't have one, should I be fit or at my goal weight first, and do I need any certifications or expertise? So let's get started. Okay, so who is Beachbody? Most people, if you will ask them, will know. If they've, if you say, have you heard of Insanity or P90X, TurboFire, 21 Day Fix? Most people know, because this company spends tons and tons of time and money advertising and sharing people's success stories, because there are thousands upon thousands of success stories of people losing weight, getting off cholesterol medications, getting off insulin. Like, your health is really, your body is the only place that you have to live, and you have to take care of it. And this company is known for changing lives through changing people's health. So just some of these programs, there's tons of in-home workout programs, Shakeology, which is the all-natural meal replacement. There's tons of performance products that help. There's pre-workouts. all of that. The other thing is that Beachbody is always changing. It's the leading industry in at-home fitness, and they're constantly changing and tweaking things to make it better and easier for us at home. So that's who Beachbody is. So what does a coach do? So basically, as coaches, we inspire people to live healthier lives. But first of all, you have to commit to a health and fitness journey. You do not have to be fit, which we will kind of go over that. But you have to commit to making some changes in your life, getting daily exercise, eating healthier. And this isn't like all or nothing. You don't, it's not like you give up pizza, wine, all of that. Like I'll tell you, I love me some pizza and a glass of wine when I'm not pregnant, but it's all about finding balance and finding that healthy balance. So our goal is to inspire people, give them accountability, give them encouragement, and share our journey. So we post things on social media that inspire us and that we hope will inspire other people. We post helpful recipes, success stories, just things that really show people what we're doing, but we do not push sales. So if you go to Amber or my page or really anyone on our team, you're not going to see us posting a big picture of 21 Day Fix or a big picture of Shakeology or sale prices or our website. We do not want to push those things. We want to just inspire people to live a healthy lifestyle, whether they use our products or not. If they come to us for help or we find that they need help, we have things to offer them. We have tools that are guaranteed to work. So the other thing we do as a coach is personal and professional development. So personal development, this is not a huge time investment, but it's something that we do consistently, 10 to 15 minutes a day of working on ourselves. So this is not just a physical transformation. We're also working on ourselves emotionally, spiritually, our confidence, because most of you, if you don't know yet, if you're trying to make changes physically, you're going to find that there are emotional things attached to it. Okay. So whether it's insecurity, something from your past, there's just so much that goes along with becoming healthy. So we really focus on bettering ourselves overall. And then professional development, we do trainings as teams. We provide new coach trainings. We provide you access to a team page that has files. We continue to mentor you. So whoever you decide to sign up with, they will be your mentor. They will be the person you ask questions and they will talk with you one-on-one. You will never be thrown to the wolves. If you sign up with our team, we will teach you how to do this, the right way to do this, and we'll be here for support. So you will not be alone whatsoever. And then also we host accountability groups. So just like Amber and I talked about, that's what changed our lives, like literally, not to be cheesy or obnoxious, but these accountability groups changed our lives. We learned how to eat healthy. We learned, what exercise can do for us. And we just, the community that comes with an accountability group, it's women who are going through life. Like life is hard, but we are all encouraging each other. So we host those groups via social media. We have an app also. So if you don't have Facebook or anything like that, that's something that's available. And then also we build and train a team. So we train other women to basically do what we're doing. So how do you earn money? This is a big question we get a lot of times. So there's two ways to earn commissions, so if someone goes through you and purchases, let's say a workout program, you'll receive a 25% commission. Now you can make some good money off commissions, but this is not how you make a residual income. So I like to, explain to people like, this is not about pushing sales. You will not create an income that's going to pay off 6 figures of debt by just selling a challenge pack. Okay. How you create a residual income is through what we call team bonus. So if you choose to build and train a team of other women who are helping other people start their fitness journey, then you get paid for how many people you're helping. So to kind of explain that better, if you think of it as myself, I can only help so many people. But let's say I have Amber and I'm helping her start her journey, and she has all these people in Ohio who I don't know who they are. She's reaching all those people. And then one of her coaches who is from California reaches out to those people. It is a huge, huge ripple effect of all these people that we can help by reaching out to one another. So there's numbers and all of that and explaining this. And of course, when you sign up, we would teach you the ins and outs of this, but team bonus is truly how you do it. And basically, your income in this business will be a direct reflection of how many people you are helping be successful. So what happens if I start? So after talking and enrolling with your coach, once you get started with maybe a workout program or whatever it may be, we teach you from the very beginning what to do. We give you step-by-step processes on how to get going. So obviously, whoever you sign up with is your mentor. You have access to all the trainings that we have ever done, and we save them. Like if you have a question, we've usually done a training on it and we can get it to you immediately. We're part of a top team. It's ranked number 74 out of over 450,000 coaches. So saying that, it's not to brag, but more to tell you, like, we've been around for a little while. We've worked hard and we've made the mistakes so we can teach you what not to do. So we have put systems in place that we pass down to you. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. This is a system of duplication, and we know what works now, and so we can help you do that from the very beginning. So also, Beachbody creates the websites that you need for you. So you will have websites that your customers or coaches can go to order from. You don't have to work with invoices or receipts. There's no stocking of products, no need for home parties. And then also we give you trainings and resources for building a network and hosting accountability groups. So with hosting accountability groups, lots of times we'll start with you. We'll do one together. We'll give you all the steps you need to do it, how to invite, how to talk to people. Here is the information that you will give in the groups. And we do it together. We kind of show you how to do it before we push you out there to do it on your own. So it's just a learning process. And then you also gain a family of positive, encouraging people. So like Amber and I said, like the relationships we have built from this opportunity will be lifelong relationships. And if I went into detail about that, I would be a bawling baby telling you about the amazing women on this team. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Amber to let her explain a little bit more to you guys.
So everyone is busy, and busy is relative to everyone. So you probably feel swamped like a majority of the time, and that's a concern like basically everyone has. So the biggest thing is just to realize that this opportunity doesn't have expectations. There isn't like a set, if you sign on, you don't have to work this amount, this much time. It's all about what you need or want out of it. If you're just using, the coaching opportunity for some discounts and maybe just to help a few other people, do, in a challenge group every once in a while or, whatever, you may only spend a couple hours a week or whatever. But if you want this opportunity to help pay off your debt or, student debt, credit card debt, your mortgage, or help you retire from a job that you have, in those cases, it'll probably be about 2 to 3 hours a day if you truly want to be successful. But it's not like, okay, I'm going to sit here and work for 2 to 3 hours straight. If you can do that, like while the kids are at school or something, then that's great. But a lot of us do in what we refer to as mom cracks. And those are the times, the baby's napping or content playing on the floor, or your kids are watching a movie in their rest time, or you're getting, some work done before everybody wakes up, or listening to a training while you're making dinner. Like, these are the mom cracks of life. And even if you're not a mom, you have these cracks as well where you can work things in. It doesn't have to be straight through. And the beauty of this business is that you have the ability to work from basically anywhere that has internet. A lot of us use laptops, but a lot of work is also done from our phones and iPads or whatever. So another concern people sometimes have, this is too good to be true. What this is going to cost a bunch of money. But it really doesn't. This opportunity gives you the opportunity to legit make 6 figures eventually. Beachbody, obviously doesn't guarantee any level of success or money, but I personally know coaches who, have used this business to truly change their finances. So naturally you'd think, this would cost hundreds of dollars to sign up front, but really it's $39.95, less than $40 to get started. And then after that, it's only $15.95 a month. And that monthly fee helps cover the website maintenance that Lindsay was talking about, so you don't have to stock all the product. And then all the trainings that Beachbody offers themselves, they are overgivers and really want to help us succeed. So if you're thinking, well, I don't really want to make this a huge business, I just want the discount. Well, that's fine. I would challenge you then to think of that monthly website fee as, your Sam's Club membership or an Amazon Prime membership. You're still going to save a lot, but it's just kind of giving you those extra good things. But if you do make this a business, oh gosh, having all those trainings and those websites are out of this world, and truly $15 is nothing. But we do recommend that you use the products, and so you are able to get that initial fee waived. We call it being proof the product works, and this is just so that you're not suggesting random products that you have no idea what they do. We are truly using what we're walking the walk. We're, doing what we're preaching. And so to do that, to get started, you can buy what's called a challenge pack. And that is Shakeology and a new a new program. And that $40 can be waived. And if you've recently made a challenge pack purchase, then you can be reimbursed for that $40. So basically, you're getting off to a fabulous start in your business, and then that $40 is waived. So it's really a fabulous deal. And then there's another optional fee of the Beachbody On Demand. It's a club membership. It has all kinds of meal prepping and meal guides and things like that, but it also has the biggest thing, which is basically Netflix for workout programs. It's called Beachbody On Demand, and you can have that for $38.85 every quarter. So those are basically a rundown of the fees, and you can ask your coach if you have any more questions about any of those. So the next question people get really worried about is sales. Will I have to push sales? And I was telling Lindsay I'm not going to sing it for you, but it's like that Jessie J price tag song. It's not about the money. It's really, truly not. We are here to inspire people to connect and build relationships so we can find out their goals and needs. And then based off those conversations, we put in place, we are put in a place where we can recommend and truly help them. We may not recommend something that we have through Beachbody. It may be recommending a site that we found where they can do quick little workouts, or Pinterest, or going to the gym. Like, everybody is different. Our job as coaches is to help people realize what their needs are, and then how they can fix those needs. So,
hey, Amber.
Yeah.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
Yeah.
I got a text that they cannot see the PowerPoint. So I'm going to try to play with it here for a second.
Okay.
I think if I get out of, can you see it, Amber?
I can see it.
Let's see. Do you know how I get out of maybe presentation mode?
I'm not sure.
I think they can just see you.
Oh.
So, give us 1 second, guys. So sorry for technical difficulty.
This is the beauty
of... okay. So I guess when you're not talking, they can see it. And when you are talking, it goes back to you. So I think... when I was talking, could someone let me know, could you see the PowerPoint when I was talking?
I think they probably could.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Should I screen share mine?
Can you?
I probably can.
Okay, give us 1 second, guys. Let me stop sharing mine real quick. Upper left hand. Is it over there?
Yes.
Okay.
Someone text Lindsay and tell her if you can see this. But I'm going to keep talking so we don't keep you guys here all night. This seems to be moving on me. Anyway, like I said, our job is to help people get results, whether it's through recommending a product that we have or not. But we are not salespeople at all, and you should never see a coach posting those links or the Buy From Me posts. That works for some businesses like this, but that type of sharing doesn't really go along with our mission and vision as a team and as a company. So do not worry about pushing sales or anything like that, because that is just not that is not our cup of tea. And I don't know, now I've lost my place. Okay, so what if I don't have a network? Well, first, a network is just your community of people. You know, friends, family, people that you graduated with, whatever. Everybody has one. Not everybody has a large one, and that is totally fine. You really don't have to have any kind of fitness following or anything at all like that. And if you do, that's fabulous. It's great, but it's definitely not required or necessary. You can be successful without having that. So as you start coaching, you will learn how to build a network of people, people that you want to work with. You don't want to work with people who get on your nerves. Because we spend a lot of time with these people, virtually, but you just focus on being you. If you like unicorns and playing hopscotch, then you fly that flag and let the people come to you, and you'll attract other people that like unicorns and playing hopscotch. And then you're going to have a big, awesome team of people that you really connect with and that are like-minded and that you enjoy being around. And so that's truly the biggest thing. You do not have to have any kind of following at all to do this. You just start being you. And then people ask, do I need to be fit first or at my goal weight? And it is ideal to start coaching at the very beginning of your weight loss journey. You do not need to be fit at all. It does a lot of things for you. It gives you the added accountability. It's really hard to encourage people to eat clean while you're chowing down on an entire pizza every day. Plus, it helps people see that you're a real person with real struggles, and they can relate to those too. People rarely relate to a six-pack. They may be inspired by it, but people want to know that you struggle too, and that it is possible to overcome those struggles and be successful. You also do not ever have to have a six-pack or be skinny to be successful. If those are one of your concerns, if you're a curvy girl and you're like, no one's ever gonna be inspired by me, please reach out to your coach, because there are so many really, really successful coaches that got a little curve to them, and that is fine. Fit looks different on everybody, and so does health. But anyway, people also want to know, like, do I have to have certifications or, be an instructor of any kind? And again, that is a big, huge nope. We are just here to encourage. We are people's cheerleaders. You just legit need to be a human person willing to, better yourself and better others along the way. If you do have certifications, that's great. It'll be a great help. But first and foremost, we are cheerleaders and encouragers, and not personal trainers or nutritionists. So I hope we have answered some of your questions and eased your fears and addressed some hesitations. It is a big step, but it's one that I promise you will not regret. If you have any other questions at all, please ask your coach. You will want to get with them, whoever it is that invited you to this webinar. You'll want to get with them if you do decide to join us, and they will give you instructions. Again, we aren't here to push you into this decision. There are people that we have worked with for over a year before they decided that they were ready. And that's fine. We are, again, like I said, we're not here to push you. We want what's best for you. And if now's not a great time, that is totally fine. My PowerPoint isn't updated, but if you do decide, do what?
You want me to put mine up real quick?
Yeah, you can finish up if you want.
Okay. Let's see.
But yeah, like I said, the coach that invited you will give you specific instructions on how to join. And we do have a gift opportunity if you decide to join us. I'll let you talk so they're not just seeing me.
Okay. Can you see mine okay?
Yes.
Okay. I think I'm. Could you mute yours real quick?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, guys. This is our first time, so bear with us. We're really excited to do this for you guys. But basically, I know Amber had talked about if you are ready and want to get started with some tools that you need to get your business going, we recommend you start with the Challenge Pack, which is a new program with Shakeology, or the Performance Line. And you don't even have to pay that $40. For those of you who do decide to do this, if you sign up by tomorrow night, which is April 25th, you will have a chance to win a Performance Sampler Pack. So that has basically all the samples of our post-workout shake, nighttime shake, pre-workout, hydration, all of that. So you could give it a go before you would, try out some of the other products. So yeah, that's an incentive for you guys if you want to go ahead and get started. But if you guys have any questions at all, I just love it if you guys could post in the event page on Facebook, or reach out to one of us, email us, message us. Any questions you have, we both are open books. We're very open about this whole thing. Ask us anything. So yeah, that's all. And Amber, I don't know if you have anything else. Are you good?
I think that's it.
Okay. All right, guys. We hope you have a fabulous night. Thank you so much for bearing with us with some technical difficulties, and hope you have a great week.